Hey yo, what it do YouTube? It's your boy Alvin MB10 aka AMR10, and what I got for you today is some more NBA 2K23 Next Gen. More specifically, what I have for you today happens to be the best 6'7" small forward build on NBA 2K23 Next Gen, just because this thing is an offensive beast that cannot be stopped, just like the person is based around. And then obviously on the defensive side, it's not amazing, but it's good enough whereby you can keep up with most people. Now, as you can tell by the title, thumbnail, and what's on the screen for you, the build is based around the one and only Carmelo Anthony, aka one of the greatest players we will ever see on the offensive side of the ball, outside of James Harden, Steph, Luka. You know what I'm saying? Those guys are kind of, you know, they got their own thing going. And yes, that is the first time and the last time I will ever give Luka Doncic props. Now, as this build is based around Carmelo Anthony, you can guess it is a small forward, as we said, right-handed, and we will be going with jersey number 7 over 15 because this is based around New York Knicks Carmelo. Now, height-wise, as we already said, the build is 6'7". Weight, we decided to go with 242 just because that's Melo's weight, as well as giving the build a 6'10" wingspan and the body shape type of solid. Now, getting straight into the attributes, first thing to mess with is the physicals. Actually, before we get into the attributes, I do gotta say, thank you for all the support you guys have been showing to the channel. It is highly appreciated, you know what I'm saying? We have been inconsistent a little bit here and there with when we post and what we post, but I do gotta say thank you because I am noticing you guys liking the videos, watching the videos. Also, a big shout out to all of you that are dropping comments because I recently found out how bully specifically works, which is why this build does not have bully at any tier. Originally, we had this build with a gold bully, but then once I found out the truth of how bully works, I figured there's no real use of having it on this build just because that's not the playstyle you have. But yeah, thank you to all of you for all the support you've been showing to the channel. But I do gotta say, if you like today's video and you want to see more content like this, do me a favor, go and hit that like button. Don't forget to drop a comment telling me what you think about the build, whether you like it or hate it, because I do enjoy interacting with you guys. Share the video because it does help with the YouTube algorithm and helps getting these videos out there and helps us growing the channel. And if you're new to the channel and you ain't done so yet, don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well as turning post notifications on, because we are about 2 subscribers away from 1,600, which would be a nice mark to hit before the end of the year. And then hopefully we can run it up to 2,000 as quick as possible. Now, getting the physicals out the way first, we decided to go with a 78 on the speed, 76 when it came to the excel. Strength-wise, we only put it up to a 70 to get that silver box out beast. Originally, as I had said, this build had an 89, which allowed it to get gold bully, but then the truth of it is, I don't feel that badge is necessary here. 70 when it comes to the vertical, and then when it comes to the stamina, decided to go with an 87 just because, as I said, this is a highly offensive build, so there will be a lot of you going through a lot of stamina. Don't mind my voice, I've been losing it. This is like my 4th time recording this. When it comes to the interior defense, decided to go to 55 just because it allows you to be capable of playing defense on the inside as well as giving you that silver workhorse to pair up with that bronze interior lockdown as well as, you know what I'm saying, brick wall. On the perimeter side of the, on perimeter defense, we decided to give you a 70 just because we felt like a 70 was good enough to get you bronze clamps and bronze challenger, even though technically speaking you won't be running those, but a 70 is good enough whereby you can stay in front of most people at the perimeter. On the steal side of it, decided to go to 78 because just like Carmelo's game, he cannot play that well on defense, but if there's a passing lane, he's jumping it, getting the ball, and running the other way. And then on the block, decided to go to 75 just because I do remember this man getting a few blocks here and there, and it was quite spectacular to witness. Now, first things first, I say first things first, we already done the physicals and the defense. First, on the offensive side of the ball, we're gonna go through finishing. We decided to go to 75 on the close shot because, as you see, that does allow us to get silver masher, silver fearless finisher, and silver fast twitch. Those are the ones that were mainly affected by this. On the driving layup, decided to go with an 80 because as most of you know, that's the bare minimum you need for Hall of Fame Giant Slayer. Driving dunk, moved this all the way up to an 85 because we did want to get at least pro contact dunks on this build, as well as silver posterizer. And then when it came to the post control, because of who Carmelo is and what everyone remembers, we went up to an 87 because this allows you to get 3 badges I feel are really necessary with this build because you will be playing a lot out of the post with it. Post spin technician, back down punisher, and drop stepper are all at Hall of Fame, as well as Hall of Fame dream shake, even though I've never seen too many people use dream shake like that. But back down punisher plays a big part because that's what I wanted bully for. I thought bully had some little effect whereby if you paired it up with back down punisher, helped you in getting to the hole, but apparently not, which is why we decided to just get Hall of Fame back down punisher, which we originally had on this build. Drop stepper explains itself when you're in the paint, and then of course Sorry, damn, losing my voice. Post spin technician, just because Carmelo Anthony has a mean spin when coming out the post. Now, this does allow you to finish with 20 finishing badges, which if I were you, I would core. I'd core Slithery over Pro Store as a limitless takeoff, just because with this build you will be doing a lot of laying up at the cup. And when it comes to all the other badge points, I would slap on all 4. Okay, I'd slap on Back Down Punisher, Post Spin Technician, Drop Stepper, and Giant Slayer. I'm not too sure about Dream Shake, but that's up to you. Those are the 4 badges I would personally go with, and then from there you can choose how you want to play with it, just because I will be playing out of the post a lot with this build. Now, shooting-wise, we decided to respect Carmelo's mid-range game just because he is one of the greatest mid-range technicians we have seen in the game by giving him an 86 when it came to mid-range jump shot, which, as you can see, allows us to get Hall of Fame amped, guard up, midi magician, clutch shooter, comeback hit, slippery off ball, volume shooter, space creator, as well as, gold blinders and green machine. And then when it came to the 3-ball, I decided to put this all the way up to a 90, just because at an 89 we do get Silver Agent 3, but at a as well as Hall of Fame Corner Specialist. But at a 90 we do manage to get 27 total badge points on this build. Now, as you can see, the things that have changed here is Corner Specialist is Hall of Fame, Space Creator has gone from Gold to Hall of Fame, Catch and Shoot's now at Gold, as well as Gold Agent 3s and Silver Deadeye and Limitless Range. If I'm you, I core either Deadeye, I core Limitless Range, no, actually I core Agent 3s because it's the most expensive one here. Get Limitless Range, maybe, I'm definitely getting Guard Up, possibly Midi Magician, Claymore, I'm getting it at Hall of Fame just because it happens to be one of the nicest badges out there. Now, free throw wise, we decided to give the build also an 81 because you will most likely want to take this build into the rec or the pro-am, in which case you do need a free throw because if people start hacking you, you don't want it to be Hack a Shack Part 2. Now, 27 total shooting badge points. With the +4 you do get from playing a few My Career games, that allows you to get 31 total badge points on this build. And also, with how in this season of NBA 2K23 Next Gen, you can willingly move one of your core badge points, I would go for 2 offensive cores. That way you can core both blinders and Agent 3s and be able to do a lot more with the badge count. And then if you slap the +4 on here, basically shooting wise, ain't nobody ever gonna be able to guard you or stop you. Now, ball handle wise, I decided to go with an 85 when it came to the ball handle, just because, as you know, it allows you to get that gold quick first step, as well as hyperdrive and unpluckable. And then when it came to the speed with ball, decided to push this up to a 73, as well as pushing the pass accuracy up to a 73, because it allows us to get a grand total of 18 total playmaking badge points on this build. And yeah, they're really kind of nice because, personally speaking, again, hyperdrive, quick first step, maybe something along the lines of post playmaker, just because it is what it is, whilst coring unpluckable at gold, just because there will be a lot of people trying to rip the ball from your hands. Now, in total, we do finish with 30, 57, 77 total badge points on this Carmelo Anthony build, which is kind of nice in my personal opinion. And when it comes to the takeovers, the very first one I would personally go with is something along the lines of, I'd go with post shot daggers. I remember because Samuel was at my neck about this, but first one to go with, you got to go with post shot daggers, because as we said, Carmelo Anthony was known for his ability to play out of the post and really stop people and give them the business. And then the secondary take I'd go for is Limitless Range, just because if you can extend your range beyond the 3-point line in any way or fashion, do it, because it keeps a lot of defenses true. Now, the build, or at least the shades that we have gotten for this build, happen to be Andrew Wiggins, Kiki, I can't even pronounce that, and Bojan Bogdanovic. I am kind of upset that we did not get Melo in these shades of, just because Wiggins does play defense, so I don't know why the hell he's here. He deserves better defensive stats than what we gave the build. The other two, Bojan Bogdanovic can score, but I'm not going to say he's uber amazing to the point where I'd put him this high. I don't know about the other guy, but yeah, as you can see, what we've happened to build here happens to be the best 3-level scorer build on NBA 2K23 Next Gen, aka the Carmelo Anthony build, aka the best small forward build for Season 3 of NBA 2K23 Next Gen. Now, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video, which if you did, don't forget to hit that like button. And if you're new to the channel and you ain't done so yet, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, as well as turning those post notifications on. But yeah, it's been your boy Alvin MB10, aka AMR10. I'll catch you on the next video. Deuces.